Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today, bringing you a Fallout 4 discussion video. Now, yada yada yada, link down below, previous video. You know what I'm going to say, so let's just dive straight into this Fallout 4 discussion video. Ladies and gentlemen, is the Pip-Boy in Fallout 4 running in real time? A question that's been asked to me many times on Sugar Bombed and Twitter, and I'm here to answer that question today, hopefully. Now, why was this question being asked? Well, in Microsoft's E3 conference demo for Fallout 4, as well as Bethesda's, we see when the player gets the Pip-Boy that they're, well, basically able to pull it away from their face, as you can see here, and kind of look at the world behind them and see what's going on, and then bring back the menu to their face. And I feel like this ability to remove it from your face almost, but still have the menu running in the background and still seeing the game still alive in the background, not kind of like what Fallout 3 New Vegas do, where you bring up the Pip-Boy, it kind of blurs the background, everything freezes around you. I feel like that kind of shows that the world's still alive while you have this Pip-Boy up. Now, why is this a good feature? Well, in Fallout 3 New Vegas, in my opinion, I felt like it was a bit easy mode, for lack of better words, that you could just pause the game in the middle of combat, pump a few stim packs into yourself, and then get back to shooting the enemies. And I'm not saying that was an invincible cheat. If you had enough stim packs, it usually was enough. But I feel like now this would force the player to apply their chems, their stim packs before and after combat rather than just during. And it reminds me a lot of The Last of Us, where you could only use the backpack in real time, so you'd have to make like concoctions on the fly, like Molotov cocktails, and put nails on your bat and stuff to, you know, really on the fly while you're getting pushed by enemies. And it added this element to the combat that was just constantly intense. And it's nice to see a feature like that kind of being brought into Fallout 4, where maybe I'll have to quickly duck behind cover, and I'll be like applying like jet or something to fuel my AP, and you know, I'll remove like the Pip-Boy from my face and kind of like move my arm out, and you'll see like a raider starting to move up on me, and I'll bring the menu down, I'll activate VATS and shoot them down. And you know, speaking of VATS, this kind of brings in good segue, by the way, Maddie. Yes, clap clap. Anyways, what's cool about this is that it kind of runs in the same way VATS, because VATS doesn't pause time either. And that runs now in slow-mo, in real time, whatever you want to call it, where you have to pick and choose while everything's still happening. So if you don't choose, even though it's slowed down very much, if you don't choose fast enough, you will still be shot. And so that's very different from Fallout 3 New Vegas' VATS, where it just paused the game. Same thing could be said for the Pip-Boy now, where things are still happening in the background potentially, instead of in Fallout 3 New Vegas, where it just paused the game. So I feel like Fallout 4 is running for a bit more of a challenging course with this whole rubber banding system, the real-time Pip-Boy, all this stuff is kind of adding up and making Fallout 4 a more challenging game. I'm up for it, so we'll see how it goes. But anyways, I'm really happy that they seem to be considering a real-time Pip-Boy. It's also worth mentioning the Pip-Boy companion app as well. I mean, that's always going to be on your wrist, and I feel like to activate that on your wrist, you know, the game's still going to be working in the background if you're working on your lap and with this phone put into your wrist, your Pip-Boy rather. It's all interesting. So I feel like that all kind of combines into somewhat subliminally hinting at the fact that Pip-Boys will be running in real time. Our main supporting evidence is really the fact that you can just pull the thing away from your face and still see the world going on around you. And I feel like that's some good supporting evidence. But anyways, if you guys have any thoughts on this, let me know in the comments down below, preferably sugarbomb.com. Other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.